Subscribe, like and share. Raiders sunrise everywhere. Podcast that we bear. Lunatic Raider in the air. Hot takes every day. Huddle up, we play. Into the sunrise light. Raider Nation night. Tune into the scene. In silver and black we dream. Podcasts every stream. It's the Raider team. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link, get the mail. Get your coffee ready. Fans so loud and steady. Tune in, catch the vibe. Raiders ride or die. Subscribe, like and share. Raiders sunrise everywhere. Podcast that we bear. Lunatic Raider in the air. Hot takes every day. Huddle up, we play. Into the sunrise light. Raider Nation night. Tune into the scene. In silver and black we dream. We dream. Podcast every stream. It's the Raider team. Oh. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link, get the mail. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link, get the mail. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link, get the mail. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link, get the mail. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link, get the mail. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the morning light shines. Raiders on my mind. Lunatic Raider here. Podcast live and clear. Get your coffee ready. Fans so loud and steady. Tune in, catch the vibe. Raiders ride or die. Subscribe, like and share. Raiders sunrise everywhere. Podcast that we bear. Lunatic Raider in the air. Hot takes every day. Huddle up, we play. Into the sunrise light. Raider Nation night. Tune into the scene. In silver and black we dream. Podcasts every stream. It's the Raider team. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link, get the mail. your coffee ready, fans so loud and steady. Tune in, catch the vibe. Raiders ride or die. Subscribe, like and share. Raiders sunrise everywhere. Podcast that we bear. Lunatic Raider in the air. Hot takes every day. Huddle up, we play. Into the sunrise light. Raider Nation night. Tune into the sea. In silver and black we dream. We dream. Podcast every stream. It's the Raider team. Oh. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link with the mail. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link, get the mail. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link, get the mail. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link, get the mail. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link, get the mail. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the morning light shines. Raiders on my mind. Lunatic Raider here. Podcast live and clear. Get your coffee ready. Fans so loud and steady. Tune in, catch the vibe. Raiders ride or die. Subscribe, like and share. Raiders sunrise everywhere. Podcast that we bear. Lunatic Raider in the air. Hot takes every day. Huddle up, we play. Into sunrise light. Raider Nation night. Tune into the scene. In silver and black we dream. Podcast every stream. It's the Raider team. From the east to west, Raiders fans are the best. Allegiance never fail. Click the link, get the mail. Get your coffee ready. Fans so loud and steady. Tune in, catch the vibe. Raiders ride or die. Subscribe, like and share. Raiders sunrise everywhere. Podcast that we bear. Lunatic Raider in the air. Hot takes every day. Huddle up, we play. Into the sunrise light. Raider Nation night. Tune into the sea. In silver and black we dream. We dream. Podcast every stream. It's the Raider team.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Raider Nation, stand up.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What it do, Raider Nation? What it do on this Monday, man? We're a couple of days away from tomorrow, huh? Today's Monday. Tomorrow. Everybody checks in. The veterans come to camp tomorrow. We already know the dealio. We got two softest baby shit teams in Southern Cal that don't want the Raiders to have their fan base come check out the practice. But guess what? The Raiders said, F y'all, we gonna go back to Vegas and open it up for the Cowboys and the 49ers preseason game for these guys to come to camp. But we gonna talk some good shit today. I seen this little interview Deshaun Jackson, and this was before the draft happened. Deshaun Jackson, LaShawn McCoy were talking about Justin Fields. So listening to them go back and forth, it kind of made me like hearing them two. It made me think about Getsy. Now, I know a lot of people have a question mark with Getsy, saying that he wasn't that successful with Chicago, even though he was with Green Bay. But I think we need to dig deeper a little bit into it, because the conversation between Deshaun Jackson with his rebuttal to McCoy was no matter which one of these players said what about Fields, it both worked. It both showed me that Getsy was not the problem in Chicago. And we're going to get to that, man. We're going to break it down. I'm going to let y'all watch this go back and forth. And they both make good points as far as their opinion of Justin Fields. But either way, no matter which opinion is correct, it's still pointing to Getsy not being at fault with Chicago. And not just that, you'll be surprised in the stats that Justin Field had, and then you'll see who they compared the stats to somebody in this league that's considered elite, who had an elite season. Had the win-loss column was different, but then the other quarterback that they're going to compare, well, not compare him to, but just stat-wise, he had way more weapons than what Fields had with Chicago. And then what McCoy was saying about Fields is a whole nother category that still points to Getsy not being the issue. So maybe he's underrated. I think a lot of people jumped the gun and was like, oh, they didn't do nothing in Chicago. And I beg to differ. I should have looked at the stats like they were bringing up. And Deshaun Jackson made a strong point, man. But before we get started, man, shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. Thank you for pulling up this morning, man, on this Monday. You feel me? We got NorCal Raider Jesse in the building, man. Salute to you, my dog. Yes, indeed. We got Desert Raider in the building, man. Salute to you. Eagletarian 207. What it do, man? What it do? Who else we got? We got Billy Davis in the building, man. Good morning to you as well. Thank you for pulling up. Raider Syndicate is in the house. Hey, Luna. Word on the street is we might offer 2 second round picks for IU. I don't know, bro, about that one. I haven't heard that one. I heard rumors going out there. And I heard some pundits out there say it don't make sense for the Raiders to trade for Ayuk, and the rumor is trading Devontae to the Jets. It does make sense. Not saying that I agree with it, but it makes sense. You're getting a younger receiver at cheaper value. It makes sense. You cut back on your salary and you're getting a receiver that can be here for way more years to come. So I mean, you're killing two birds with one stone. Salary, age. Not saying that I want that to happen, because I want to win now, and I think that we can. But maybe that's something. If this season goes down the shithole this year, and Devontae said he wants out, then that is something. Or even during the season, if it just goes down the drain, we come out the gate 0-5 type shit. You know what I mean? And Devontae said, I want to go. We oblige him. And Ayuk still with the Niners are still on the trading block. Then you go ahead and you might pull the trigger on that one. But right now, no, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Not right. It's too soon. It's too soon to even know what we have. Maybe everything we have right now is exactly what we need. You know what I mean? But we ain't gonna find out until we play them games. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'm not mad at Ayuk if that was a choice. If Devontae does not want to be here, you know what I mean? I would not mind that at all. Raider Goon in the Goon Squad, what it do, man? Salute to you. Top of the AM. Yes, indeed. Let me see. Scroll down. Yes, yeah. My 2 cents, what it do, man? Top of the morning. Hope all is well. Who else? We got Alex in the building, man. Salute to you. Buenos dias, nation. Yes, indeed. Admin, what's the deal, man? Salute to you. Top of the AM. Scroll down here. Protect the shield in the building. Good to see you, my brother. Top of the AM, man. Hey, Chris, we gonna have to bro. I'm riding. I heard the little conversation you had on your podcast about the quarterbacks, about between Minshew and O'Connell, man. And I'm riding with you on that. But I got some other things that I have reason why I go Minshew route over Aiden O'Connell, bro. You know what I mean? And a lot of people ain't really speaking on it. They think that it's gonna be an instant success with the offensive line, especially reshuffle. Like they don't have to learn, you know what I mean, the zone block with each other. So I'm saying that's gonna be a big part. And I think if you check the boxes on the quarterbacks, I truly believe that Minshew has more boxes checked than what O'Connell has as far as what they bring. If you get what I mean. Like, for instance, O'Connell can't check off the box with experience, right? He can't check the box of mobility. And to be honest with you, I don't even think AOC, not even in college, has played in this offense. And I think Minshew has, because I remember when he was on Max Crosby's podcast, he said, man, he loved this offense. So that led, like, bro, played in it. You feel me? So that's the experience again. But mobility and experience, Minshew can check off, Aiden O'Connell can't. Now we flip it around. What Aiden O'Connell gonna check off that Minshew can't? And I know people gonna say accuracy, but you can develop accuracy. Facts. Just like you can develop a jump shot, like Michael Jordan developed a 3-point shot. Facts. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you work at it, you can develop it. But how good is your accuracy when the offensive line ain't solidified yet and somebody misses their assignment, like I was saying, and somebody gets in the backfield? I rewatched and here's a whole nother thing too with AOC. I rewatched the Chargers Raiders game when we blew the shit out of them. Do you know in the 60s, what was it, 63 points? 63 to 20 something game? Do you know Stick from Chargers threw for more yards than Aiden O'Connell? Do you know that? How can you throw up 60 something? Because the defense shortened the field, and those 2 touchdowns that they got was a big deal. But then I watched when Aiden O'Connell got sacked. It looked like he was running in mud, man, when that defensive end got his ass. He tried to run. He tried to roll to his left, bro, but he's so slow-footed, man. It was sad to see. It was sad to see. It looked like he was stuck in the tar pits on GT on Grand Theft Auto. He was stuck in the tar pits, bruh. He was like, you know, in your dream, when you try to run in your dream and it's like you ain't going nowhere. Yeah, it was like a dream run that AOC was having. But man, I'm telling you, bruh, it's gonna be all bad until that offensive line develops the chemistry that they need to move. Like I told you, they gotta move as a unit. You're going to have guards pulling. You're going to have centers pulling. You're going to have tackles pulling. It's whatever Gessie calls up, you're going to have that issue. Another thing is you're going to limit your play calling with the potential, because you're going to limit this. If AOC is a starter, you're not going to run no RPOs. Not slow-footed quarter. Hell no. Hell no. And some people say, well, you don't need to have him run RPOs. You just bring somebody else in. So if you bring somebody else in, that's not tipping your hat to the defense of what you're about to do. Kind of like when we had Mariota. When we had Mariota and we brought him in for Carr, y'all didn't like guess that we was going to run the ball with the quarterback. That's what you want to eliminate. You want to be able to make the defense guess at all times, not help them. Look, we're putting such and such in the game, so that means we're about to run this. That's the only thing. I'm not saying AOC can't be a good quarterback, but we got to wait to see what this offensive line can do together. And if they can't get it right in the first 4 games, bro, and look at the defenses we facing early. We are facing, boy, we got the Chargers and we got Baltimore back-to-back on the road. You don't think they got the defense to go ahead and pressure AOC? And if that offensive line can't get it right early, and like I said, miss assignments with either blitzes or edge rushers getting in or defensive tackles getting in there to AOC, you think he's going to get away from them? Hell no, he ain't getting away. Go watch that Chargers game. You'll see. And we beat their ass. But yet he didn't even touch 300 yards passing in a 63-point game. Because like I said, the defense helped a whole lot in that game. Same way on Christmas against Kansas City. That was the defense. But don't expect the defense to score 14 points every game, bruh. Ain't going to happen. You know what I mean? It ain't going to happen. The defense helped them against Minnesota. How many points we scored? Did any team score a goose egg last season besides us? I'll wait. Even the rookies that played last year? But that's all I was saying about AOC. I'm not knocking them, but it's the offensive line for me, bro. The offensive line to me is what's gonna allow AOC to go. And everybody just assume, the offensive line gonna be they're gonna be all right. You think so? You think they're gonna look? I guarantee you, and I ain't gonna say I guarantee you, but I damn near guarantee you. I bet you Colton Miller ain't gonna play in the preseason. I bet you that starting offensive line is not going to play together in the preseason. I promise you that. You're not going to see that starting 5 out there playing together to get chemistry. Especially when you got 2 of your left side of your offensive line coming off of injuries already, and we ain't even seen preseason. They're not going to risk that. So you really can't build chemistry until week 1. At least start. And it's going to be more than one game. It's going to take more than one game because you're going to face different defenses. I mean, it is what it is, man. I call a ball and a strike a strike. All right. So let me get everybody up. I got everybody on here, man. I think. All right. So I'm going to go to this little back and forth with Deshaun Jackson and McCoy, and they make some good points, but hearing what they're saying, you analyze and be like, well, damn, then it guess he had nothing to do with the failure of what you call it, of Justin Fields, if he failed at all. Watch this shit, man. This is very interesting, man. We're gonna get into this shit. All right, man, let me shut the fuck up and let's watch this shit. Let me know y'all can hear this shit. Y'all should.
Russell Wilson. He's the guy right now. Right away.
Very interesting.
You agree?
Mike, that's what Mike Thomas said. Yes, I agree.
So there's no competition from day one?
Back up.
Why hold on? Why are you disrespecting Justin Fields?
I was a backup before. Ain't that wrong being a backup?
So you're telling me day one Justin Fields can't compete for that job?
Yo, listen, man. I know you don't like to hear this. I think you like Justin Fields. I don't know what y'all got going on, but I'm just gonna tell you, he the backup day one. Mike Tomlin said it. The Bears said it. His play said it.
How does the Bears say what?
They sent him to Pittsburgh as a first-round draft pick, right, with a nice college career, and your first contract. They sent him for a 6th-round draft pick. That's telling you what's going on. When I watch Justin Fields play,
they couldn't find no suitors. I mean, he didn't want to be there. Justin Fields knew he didn't want to be in Chicago no more. You give me no help. You change offensive coordinator 2-3 years. I mean, DJ Moore was there. We have Mooney there, but I mean, where's the help? The offensive line is trash.
That ain't true.
He's running around. He's being a running back more than you draft me to be a quarterback.
That's the point.
So it's his fault that he doesn't have a line?
Something. So this is the thing with Justin Fields. Highly recruited, right? Really good player in college, which all the Ohio State quarterbacks are. Can't even name a bad quarterback from Ohio State ever as a starter. Anyway, he goes to the Bears. Now, this is the thing, though, right? They had 2 to 3 opportunities to get rid of him, and they kept him. Last year, they said, yo, we got the first pick or second pick. What we going to do with it? Should we keep him or draft and get C.J. Stroud or go out there and get Bryce Young? They said, no, we're going to keep Justin Fields.
Yeah.
This year, same situation. You got a generational talent with Caleb Williams. We're not messing that up again. So now when you ask me what should he do, when you watch him play, first of all, the brother he had about 40 games, something like that, 30 games. He's 10-28.
How much?
As in 10 wins, 28 losses.
But how much do you blame that on Justin Fields? So you're not crediting the front office, you're not crediting the head coach, you're not crediting the offensive coordinator.
They get some of the blame, yeah.
But you're making it seem like you blaming everything on.
Now, as far as the coaches and offensive coordinator goes, if that's the case, then why McCoy said that Fields going to Pittsburgh, he's still a backup. He's still the same quarterback. So you mean your coordinators in Pittsburgh is not good enough to make him good? So it ain't the coordinators, it's the player. That's what told me right there. I'm like, well, damn. Well, Getsy can't be blamed for the failures of Fields if he goes to another team without Getsy and it's the same shit. So look, continue on though, but watch what Deshaun say though. He say some shit that I really didn't look at the stats and like, aha, Justin Fields wasn't that bad after all. The team sucked. Watch.
Well, Justin Fields.
So I watch Justin Fields. Not saying you do, but I watch him, right? And I see a lot of games he loses the game. They be winning the game and he loses it. Throwing picks, fumbles, all type of stuff. The kid is a great talent, but when this talent always
I just don't agree from day one. You're saying he's a backup. I like Russell Wilson is coming off of a not so great year as well.
That's not true.
And I respect Russell. I have a great relationship with him, and I think he's done some fantastic things.
Russell had a good year last year.
He had an okay year. The Russell I want and the Russell I know that could be a great quarterback in the NFL is 4,000 plus yards. 20. I at least need 25 plus touchdowns. 22. That's the rest I know. Nine interceptions.
Yeah, that happened like once. The rest.
No, it hasn't. You can go look it up. In 9 years, he's thrown for 4,000 multiple times.
When Russ was the most efficient is when they had that good defense.
Yeah.
What the Steelers have now.
Legion of Boom. Yes.
Right. Steelers got that now. They had.
Hold on. Steelers have they're not the Steelers of the time that we know, but they're okay.
Bro, them dudes making the playoffs and winning games with just all defense.
No
touchdowns, none of that. They be winning them games. Anyway, good defense. When Russ was effective, they had a good defense and he ran the ball well and he made his plays. That's the Russ that wins. I think the thing with Justin Fields is like he's a young black quarterback that and we love that. We love that narrative, right? I'm supporting my brothers. You do too, as well. You support even more. I don't look at all that. I look at what you do. When I watch him, he don't read well. He don't throw well, right? He has moments where he plays good here and there, and he has a lot more moments he plays bad. He's not a good quarterback.
But this where I disagree with you at, Shady. Go look at the MVP from last year. Go look at Lamar Jackson's stats. Pull them up.
Okay.
Justin Fields is not.
Now listen, how last year's MVP was Lamar Jackson. Listen to the stats comparison. I'm not saying Fields is Lamar Jackson, but the numbers are similar.
Not far off.
Justin Fields is
26, 9 interceptions.
26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions is Lamar Jackson. 29-6. Now watch Justin Fields.
And he's 10
from who? No, hold on. From who? Lamar Jackson.
That's right.
22-6.
I mean,
22-6 is Fields. That's not that far off.
But what got Lamar the MVP?
Justin Fields. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me land.
Okay, go ahead and land it.
Almost 1,400 yards rushing.
Justin Fields, 1,400 yards rushing, almost. Like they said, but we knew they ran a lot in Chicago. That was the whole basis. Even the running backs, when we played against them, they were beating our ass on the ground. It wasn't just Fields running the ball. Them running backs was getting us too. So that was just a whole. That's why I think that carries over to us. We are going to be a run-first type offense, but we got all these weapons that, and we ain't got Fields, you know what I mean? So we got weapons that the quarterback can go to and make this offense balance. Run game is going to be very important. No wonder you see Hulk Hogan, Zeus White get out there on swole. Hey, they might have to test him.
9 touchdowns rushing. Lamar Jackson, 1,000 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns.
So Lamar Jackson had 6 touchdowns and 1,000 yards rushing, and Fields had 9 touchdowns with almost 1,400 yards rushing.
The completion percentage, roughly 68, almost 70%. MVP one, the other one, your best.
And their completion percentage is about the same. And one won the MVP, and the other one did it. That becomes wins and losses. But wins and losses are, and we know as a fact, even though we say, oh, the quarterback get all the blame and none of the glory, that's true. Because we know it takes a team. If you got an asshole-ass defense that ain't shit, that can't stop nobody from scoring, what you think your offense is going to do? So what if you score 28 points a game, but you give up 35? Don't matter. Don't matter. It takes a whole team. That's why we're like, we need to get our offense caught up to what our defense is doing. If our defense is top 10, in some way, somehow we can get our offense top 10, we're going to be unbeatable. You're on average, you're not going to beat us. Because now we have two sides of the ball that can win a game for you. The defense is going to win some. The offense is going to win some. They're not just going to shoot blanks. But yeah, that's the kind of numbers that Fields was putting up last year, and they were similar to Lamar Jackson. The only difference is Lamar Jackson got a better team. Facts. Better team. Way better team. What we was asking, we wanted Queen and all this shit coming from Baltimore? Man.
So question you I'm going to ask you is, so did Lamar Jackson win the MVP because of his stats?
Overall record, overall one of the best teams in football, yes. And stats do play a part.
All right, so
yes, but you can't compare him to a Patrick Mahomes. You can't compare him to a Tom Brady.
I'm not comparing him,
but he has 2 MVPs.
What I'm telling you is
2 MVPs.
I'm lost. I'm lost.
I'm gonna find you.
Please.
So,
but yeah, that's all I want to break down, man. I use this just to get a reflection of is Getsy really? Is he really bad because of Chicago? Is he at fault for Chicago? Because the way they're making it seem, one guy is arguing that Fields ain't shit, regardless if he's with Chicago or not. He's a backup. And then the other one is showing up, throwing up stats that with a worse team than Baltimore, he still had equal stats to Lamar Jackson, who's a 2-time MVP winner. So is Fields really garbage and that's Getsy's fault? Or is he really sneaky good and Getsy ain't getting none of the acclaim for that? Because like I said, the stats don't, he threw up more touchdowns and interceptions, rushed for almost, he did some shit that you would expect Jaden Daniels to do. Jaden Daniels in college ran for 1,400 yards rushing at LSU. That's what Fields did in the pros last year. 1,400 against way better defensive competition. But I know, like I said, you want to get this to gauge, is Getsy good or is he not? And I believe he's good because I don't think we can overlook Green Bay because he developed Jordan Love in Green Bay. He developed Devontae Adams when he was wide receivers coach before becoming QB coach. And when he was QB coach with Aaron Rodgers, what was he in that time frame? Hold on. A 3-time MVP winner when Getsy was his quarterback coach? So something you might look at like, well, Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. I don't think Getsy had anything to do with him winning those MVPs. Then, okay, you say that. So did he have anything with developing Jordan Love, who got all that big money to lead Green Bay for the future? And after he had a tremendous season last year, was that Getsy? Because he was with him for the first 2 years of his career. Third year is when he started, which was this past season. I'm just saying. I think Getsy is better than what people is giving him credit for, especially with our team, with everything he has to work with. And he's not by himself. You know what I mean? He's working with guys he's worked with before. He was with Devontae Adams. You know what I mean? He was with Joe Philbin when Philbin was the offensive coordinator with Green Bay when they won the Super Bowl in 2010. That was Joe Philbin. But Getsy was there. You know what I mean? Edgar Bennett comes from, you know what I mean? It's like it's a familiar, and Edgar Bennett's the wide receiver coach. So you got 3 former Green Bay Packers that all are back together again, that had a formula that was working because they were winning. So I'm just saying, I don't think Getsy, I think they do Getsy wrong. They think Getsy is not, hey, Getsy's gonna have an offense for your ass. I watch. Because what I'm hearing from Hondo and everybody else, they're saying that he's gearing his offense around the strengths of his players. When you had dumbass McDaniels trying to make players fit his offense, that's why the shit didn't work. You try to force feed players into your offense rather than let me go ahead and design my offense around the talents that I have and have a great offense. Watch what I tell you. I just got a good feeling that this offense is going to be more than what people think. And if this some way, somehow, his scheme, our blocking scheme, because you figure you got dude from the 49ers with the wide zone blocking, you know what I mean? Where you're going to, that's why you need the 12 personnel, because you're going to have that extra blocker on the outside of the tackles. You're going wide with it. So usually if it wasn't a wide and was just zone blocking, you just go off the tackle's hip. But now you got that extra tight end. I watch what Getsy come up with, bro. And I know we ain't gonna see a lot of it in the preseason, so we gotta wait for the regular season. But watch what Getsy do, bro. If he's really sitting there, mad scientist, and I know he's sitting there with Joe Philbin. I know Philbin's sitting there with him. That was Philbin's offense with Green Bay when they won the Super Bowl. Just like the other side of it is like Marvin Lewis. That was Marvin Lewis's defense with Baltimore in 2000. Put those two together. Okay, imagine this. What if Marvin Lewis and Antonio Pierce and Patrick Graham can build a defense similar to the 2000 Baltimore Ravens? Now let's look at the flip side. In the same fashion, in the same team, what if Joe Philbin and Getsy can create an offense that's equal to the 2010 Green Bay Packers? Do you remember who was on that Green Bay Packers team? What was it? What, Jordy Nelson and them? We don't have talent like that on our team, especially with Bowers now. We don't have talent with Bowers and Michael Mayers and Trey Tucker and Devontae Adams and Jacoby. We don't have talent like that on offense. Bruh, if they can even come close to that defense and that offense, we got something special. We got something special. But we need the offense to catch up to the defense. And I think, bruh, we got it. It's just how much time is it going to take for the offensive line to develop that cohesiveness, to the move as one, to move as the machine, not the individual parts, but as a machine to move as one. How long will it take? That's my only concern. That's why I'm not comfortable with AOC starting off at the beginning of the season with this line still trying to figure it out. That's the only reason. Because if that line does figure it out and they can allow AOC to sit in that pocket and not get touched, motherfuckers are in trouble. I know AOC is accurate, but in order for the accuracy to even be anything, he must have a clean pocket to do that. He must have a clean pocket to conduct surgery. You feel me? We need open hearts and everything. But he needs a clean pocket to do that, bruh. He's not the slightest of foot. He's not. It is what it is. It ain't a knock on him. It's just something he can't do. Shit, you can't be mad at motherfuckers because they not born with the talents, the beast. no matter how much you work at it, he not gonna run a 4.3 ever. He's just barely under a 5. And it showed in the tape watching it last year, where when he did try to get out the pocket, go look at how many times he rushed the ball and how many yards he got. That lets you know he tried to run but couldn't get nowhere, bro. He couldn't get nowhere. So what you need your offensive line to be like, okay, and he even said it himself, I'm an old school type quarterback. I want to be in the pocket. Well, if in order for that to happen, our offensive line must give you a pocket. I mean, hey, it doesn't take a mathematical genius to 2 + 2 that shit. In order for you to be a pocket passer, I gotta have you a pocket. That's the offensive line. You said not at QB? What, being mobile? Shit, I done seen teams where the offensive line is trying to figure it out and the fucking quarterback gets slaughtered. All it takes is one miss fucking assignment. If I'm the fucking tackle, I'm Mumford and I'm or fucking Parham and I'm on the right side and I'm still trying to get used to the guy on my right and the guy on my left, and I'm not knowing, because when they start pulling these guys to go help, they got to know when to do it and what this guy needs me to go help him at, because they're going to drive the defender to whatever side they're going to let him go. Because I looked at the whole breakdown of the wide zone blocking scheme. You allow the defender to do what he wants, but and the running back, especially if we're running the ball, the running back is going to have to pay attention to understand, okay, let me see what my lineman is doing. And sometimes you're going to get that center. They're going to take the center and run him either to the right or left to pull and help block and get to the second level. And it's going to be up to the running back to see this and to see it and to know where to go. Off of which hip? Which hip do I go off of? It all depends on how my offensive line is blocking. If I'm allowing the defender to go to my right, his left, then the running back knows to go off my left, because I got him sealed off. I'm told you, boy, hey. And if that offensive line is going to take a few games to get that down, to understand what each, and even Hondo said the same shit. He said he expects the offensive line to be still try to figure out like 2-3 games. I said 4, just to give him that quarter of a season, which it ain't a quarter. Well, it's still a quarter. Fuck it. But quarter of a season. That's a quarter of a season in the bag. Now, I hope we don't end up 0-4 in the first 4 games trying to figure it out. 2-2 at the worst. But shit, I take 3-1 or 4-0. But we're going to need the defense to make sure that they can buy us time to figure it out before that shit go bad. Lawrence E., what's the deal, man? Salute to you. Willie Wayne, shout out to you, man. Tops. Hey, see, admin, because of that O-line. Hey, I'll give you another good example. Go ask Derek Carr's brother how that time in Texas handled with that offensive line, trying to figure it out. Oh, and better yet, how about why Eli Manning's dad said, nope, I don't want my son with the Chargers. He's going to get hurt because of that fucking O-line. I'm telling you, bruh. But hey, what I know, I just, I just see the shit, and I might be seeing shit. Hell, a motherfucker can't see, so maybe I'm just seeing some shit that ain't there. Maybe it's a football mirage. So, hey, go ahead, start AOC, and let's see what happens in the first 4 games of the season. And maybe the offensive line just can wake up one morning and figure it out. Let's see AOC get out there and run an RPO. Let's see him do a quarterback sneak. Let's see him roll out towards the defensive ends. that's running 4.5s and 4.6s while he's running a 4.96. Let's see that happen. I'm telling you, if that offensive line can't give him a pocket, bro, it's gonna be a long day. And watch all the fans start chanting, guard dog, guard dog. They're gonna start chanting guard dog. You know what I mean? But I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm just more comfortable with a more experienced quarterback when that done seen offensive lines break down and he used his feet to extend them and get away from the heat. He's done that. AOC ain't never eluded nobody. You know what I mean? It's just not him, bro. It's not saying he's trash. That's not part of his game. That's like, I'm not mad if Peyton Manning never ran an RPO. He's not fucking mobile. You don't want him running RPOs. You want him in the pocket. So what do? You go bolster up the offensive line like Indianapolis did. And then what happened when he got hurt? That neck, he got that neck injury, didn't he? And then his throws weren't that crisp no more later in his career, but that injury, yeah. So I'm just saying, if we want to win games, we got to make sure everything is covered. And like I said, it ain't going to be solely on the shoulders of AOC. That offensive line is going to play a very big part in the success of our quarterbacks. Any one of them. All right, man, I got to get my ass up off here. I had to start this shit late, man. He said he could be the next Big Ben. Like I said, it's gonna take a lot, bro. I just look at it and analyze it. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm forecasting. I'm looking at what could go wrong. You know what I mean? And what could go wrong is if this offensive line takes a few games to really figure the shit out. You know what I mean? We got one rookie at left guard, and we got two young guys at right tackle and right guard as well. And they're like, well, it's their time. Yes, but they have not done this together. You know, like, oh, such and such, Mumford, what was it? Mumford he did a zone blocking in college, but he did not do a zone blocking with these guys. The guys that he'll be doing it with, he has not done it with. It doesn't matter if he did the scheme before. Has he done the scheme with these guys? You know what I mean? That's what it's going to come down to. He's got to learn these guys. And they got to understand each other and operate as one unit. If they get that shit down quick, then it's on. It's on and cracking for real. All right, y'all, man. I'm about to get off here, man. Y'all enjoy y'all Monday, man. For real, for real. I gotta hit the bed, man. They got us on these 12-hour shifts still. My last one's supposed to be Wednesday. Wednesday? No, today, Monday. Our last one is tomorrow. Maybe. I ain't gonna say hopefully because I can take the money. But yeah, you guys enjoy y'all Monday, man. Be safe. Make it back home to your loved ones, man. I just want to throw that out there. We get down with the nitty-gritty tomorrow. You know what I mean? So we'll be able to talk some shit tomorrow, yeah, because of the veterans report tomorrow. So now the in anything that these guys have already done in voluntaries and so forth, you got to remember the whole stage was to implement the offense and defenses. Competition hasn't started yet. They're implementing the systems. Now what's about to happen starting tomorrow, now the competitions. And they telling these guys, you better know that playbook when you come back. So tomorrow's the day, y'all. These guys are going to get out there, and now we're going to start looking at competition at certain positions. I'm looking forward to the corners. I'm looking at the depth at running back. We still got guys we ain't even talked about with Britton Brown and Sincere McCormick, shit like that that's already on the team. But what happens? Dalton Wagner's another guy. The guys that we brought in free agent-wise, offensive linemen, do they compete to get a starting job? It's all competition now. Quarterback, we already talked about that shit. So now we're going to look at going into depth. Linebackers, how that's going to be. Does Eichenberg get a start? in there somewhere? Do they find room for him? Who's starting at the defensive tackle spots? We know Wilkins is guaranteed. Who's next to him? Are they going to start Tyree Wilson, or are they going to bring somebody else in there and keep Kuntz at defensive end? How are they going to operate this? We're going to see. All the competition is about to go down. We got, the first is on Thursday next week. So the 10th is our first preseason game against Minnesota. The 10th, August 10th. So, hey, let's go, Raiders. Let's go. I got faith in y'all. Y'all going to figure this shit out. Y'all got the right coaches there to go ahead and guide y'all in the right direction. I got faith in y'all. I'm not even tripping. Hey, to those who are here for the first time, man, please subscribe to the channel. Share this shit, leave a comment, do all that good shit. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Instagram, man. I appreciate y'all. If y'all have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, hey, look, the link is in the bio, man. Click it. Come on over, man. Be part of the family, man. There's only one nation, the Raider Nation, man. Without you, there's no me. And without us, there's no nation. There's only one nation. And that's the motherfucking Raider Nation. Salute to y'all, man. Enjoy y'all Monday. I'm Lunatic Raider. Y'all been watching The Price is Right. No, y'all been watching Raider Sunrise Live, man, with your boy Lunatic, man. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Same Raider time, same Raider channel, man. I'm Lunatic Raider, and I'm out this bitch. Ha ha!